I have to be that person. I have to be that strong person for my kids, in my son's life, to be, happy. I want him to go to school, and I want to have everything he needed. So I decided me being an unhealthy dad won't actually, help my son out in the long run. So I decided to make everything in my life a little bit better. Well, I was growing up back in the West Indies. It's in the Caribbean. And it's a small island. It's called Antigua. As a kid, I used to, I was really into soccer. I used to live a very, active lifestyle. I used to play a lot of sports, cricket, basketball, stuff like that. In 2000, I came to Florida. I wanted to go to college, and I was doing the pre-med, but after about a couple of months into it, I found out that wasn't really for me, So I decided to join the military, something different. And I did 7 years in the military, and I got out and tried different things, and I just ended up in Washington. It was a little bit weird trying to incorporate myself back into society. It was different, and also I was like I was getting a lot of weight. Everything to me was good. Just not going the way as I normally planned that it would be when I got out the military. Because having all the luxury at my fingertips, I pretty much I took advantage of that. Food and partying was just my way of coping with things and just forget about it. It got to the point I was like getting over 200. I've never been over 200 in my life, especially in the military. As the months passed, it just got worse and worse and worse. See, some of my friends would say, "Hey man, you're not the person you used to be," or some of them would tell me like, "Hey, I can tell you're gaining weight," or "Is everything okay?" And I'm the type of person I try not to let people know that I'm actually down. So a lot of times you probably wouldn't even know. One moment when when reality really, settled in, so to speak, it was when my son was born. That was a rude awakening for me, man. I mean, just seeing him was the motivation I actually needed to do better. So I decided to, lose the weight, and I decided to go back to college. I told myself if I was gonna do it, you gotta do 110% on nothing at all. So that's what I decided to do. In the beginning, I say probably about the first 2 weeks, I was really confused, man. I was really confused as to how to eat, planning and the exercise, and the whole thing was just confusing to me. I would get up 4 o'clock in the morning to actually go to the gym. The reason being because I have school at 7 o'clock in the morning, But sometimes when I wake up, it's really hard. I shouldn't really be doing this, or you find a lot of excuses. But a lot of times I find myself actually reverting to my son. He's the one that actually mainly did this. So, I mean, me giving up in the morning would be giving up on my son, and that wasn't gonna happen, man. Well, I used to take a lot of pictures and stuff like that with my kids, and almost every picture that I looked at, I didn't like it, due to the fact I probably had a big belly, and you can really see that I had a weight. The one thing I would say to anybody who's trying to lose some weight is it can be done. I started about 215 pounds, and in the very end I was 165, and I got onto about 6.7% body fat. Now it's a beautiful thing, man. When I take pictures, I'm more proud of myself. My kids also, they look at me and they really look up to me, and so pretty much I have to be that person. I have to be that strong person for my kids,